birkaç saniye izin. Alo. Gayet temiz hocam. Hay YouTube, hoş geldin. Hay YouTube. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Kolombina. Oha. Bu ne? Ölümsüz edebiyat devi. Keşke bir şeyler yazsa. Ağzını açtığında tabii vesaire vesaire. Yanın gözlemcisi olmaktır. Oğlum bu ne ya? Hayır hayır hayır.
were building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of kuvaki. At last they glimpsed, but of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized, it is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who...
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is...
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I left... What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully... Which means... with enough kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection...
Okay, so...
Oh,
is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in...
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did...
Whoa, whoa, whoa, time out! The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place.
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantom... Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points and... We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them You look lost.
Yeah, things got a little...
All right. Let me think about over the next few days. I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once, by completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the height. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for moon prayer night, and we can send...
I think so. For now?
Yes?
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime...
My name? Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place.
I am Lauma.
I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go... Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some... Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh,
She seems...
it's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for...
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha ha ha ha! What did I tell you? A lot of quirky... Now then, the next order of business... Where do we start looking for the...
Maybe there...
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith, but many of the more factually accurate records are from
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Tibet, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the front...
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only one...
Thank you, Mr. Vart.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the
I should follow them. Just in case there's some way that I can...
Ah be çiçeğim.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you...
Karım Paymon. Sen geri git.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession.
You're saying there...
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can
Makes sense. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping, I imagine that none of it. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they...
Well, that's a bit complicated. And how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, that being said, I have sensed
Changes?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere.
Sure.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes...
What about you, traveler? What are you reading? Come on, The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the...
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as yet no further miracles were bestowed. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah, Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid.
I'd originally considered this a fabrication, but now that I think about it, it does seem like some...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people.
Yes.
Oh.
And now, I can make it...
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame.
Ya hocam niye böyle arada bir değişik değişik karakterler geliyor ya?
But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barker said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino. Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo. Yeah, this is pretty much the same.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all...
So you've been...
Sure does.
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her.
So, Varka was waiting on us.
Oh, no, we already met. We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the fan. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more
Ah, I see.
Wait, then...
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lau...
Introductions are overrated. Especially in...
It's you!
So? It's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything.
Hat guy? Turns out, I actually...
Oh? Then why did you react the same?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions.
Lauma, Moon?
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Ha, Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat riding. Mind you, the only reason I came here...
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dator.
From the tone of your voice,
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Dattore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college...
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Notcry.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, but the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines.
Why does it... Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along?
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours.
the Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her...
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. Well, don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home.
Of. Oğlum Mira. Kurtaramadık hala ya.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him...
Wait, this is the Academia representative you...
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Sir...
well, what do you know? So it does.
It's fine.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation...
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue...
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey!
Does Dattore really strike you as the sort who values his relationship?
Fair point.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motive... Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dattore's complete inaction during the entire...
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secret...
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick...
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon...
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
That's pretty direct. Did the
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Notcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 Accordingly, Dattore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me he has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage.
His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is, the only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will see.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir.
Ugh, do not.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to... That gas was poisonous. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time. The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a...
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information.
Wait, what?
You're welcome to join if you...
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in badmouth. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone...
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship...
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us...
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her... It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation...
And what happened
I imagine she stopped. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited. And Her Majesty never gave her any missions. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me... That she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed. When...
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually, and so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the...
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the I forget who said it. But those words...
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart...
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the...
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember a...
Nor I.
Sandrone.
It's a Sealy! Does that mean...
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever...
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do
Ah.
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy. How come you're back so soon?
Fine. Dottore been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately, we've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think. Is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And, if I fail in the task I've been given,
That's just meaningless
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, however, we could not change their fates.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change.
It's an impossible task.
since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because it's because you want. So, think for yourself about what you want to do.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness. If we want to clear this hurdle,
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make
Yapmıyorum,
contact
ne
with
oldu?
them despite knowing that we can't?
Tamam.
Yes, and I suspect that's something only. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irmin.
this corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat.
You're saying abyssal power might be.
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it,
Is it? She's missing. I hear someone inside. Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of.
to intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He.
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's monsters ahead. Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway,
Quickly. Let's keep.
wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Geldim.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter?
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could.
Okay, if I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back.
Don't bother.
What's that noise?
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. What? Spargana, are you there?
Aşırı garip ya.
That's... Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, but then this clue could be the key.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than lose.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book. She's passed this way. Why? Why won't you let... I've searched and searched and searched just for this. I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him... Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head.
Huh? Well,
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh?
you can see.
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. But you were the ones guiding me using that. I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like I won't find my daughter.
Well, no.
Yes.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either. It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we could.
I'm just tired. Maybe this. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while.
Now's not the time for you to start
It's not pity. I'm just... You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people... And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy...
Yes. It seems you've...
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes.
I have, but
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about...
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvin?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only...
I see. I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did...
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you.
they are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge...
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total...
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things... May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've...
May your wishes come true. If only it were...
Hat guy, could I? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that... I know about Albedo's past. Our experience. As for you, you're my first friend. And you've witnessed every step I've taken. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about...
I've told you about myself. I'm a student.
And what did you do before?
Prepared for the entrance...
All right. If you really don't want to talk about...
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree. Using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after that. Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is... You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no... But the real answer is...
Aleykümselam Rocky, hoş geldin.
Absolutely.
Hat guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the...
I will. I promise.
Nasılsın, iyisin?
All right.
Hello?
Hello, friends. The amplitude isn't
signals from the ones before, and the scale is...
Alice, we were unable to save that person.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely... Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some... I should probably...
Geçmiş olsun hocam. Bir şey diyemem valla. Biz hikayeden devam ediyoruz. Galiba bugünü bitireceğiz yani hikayeyi. Bugün bitireceğiz inşallah. Ümit ediyorum yani. İnşallah bitecek bu hikaye bugün. Çünkü yeter yani. Ben de yoruldum.
I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the sea. I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority and that your adventurer's instinct has not Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that...
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for?
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance.
Oh, like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything?
Evet.
Alright
Vadenik'te
then.
tower
I was
resetlendi.
planning to start with some background on the
Hadi
invention of
bakalım.
these
Başlasın
techniques.
şey. Kolaymış bu
Are you
sefer
sure
ya.
you
Bayağı
don't wanna
sağlam.
hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait.
I also have no doubt that the moon chanter would be qualified. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from not...
So we're going to...
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea...
No, that's not it.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivity.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have?
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like.
No need, we're good. Let's go.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that it would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for... The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary.
What? No.
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
3 days.
Oh, that's so long. And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just...
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to...
Haha, count me. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Yeah, you're right. In that case...
Then we'll start with you first, traveler. Please step... How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now?
Yok. Bir şey demedim.
And now? What about now?
You guys, is that a
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes, safe to say, compatibility. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, you're.
All right. I'll start where we left off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, wait a minute. No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
Bir anda 5 katı verdi ya böyle. Son seviyeyi verdi direkt.
Apologies. I'll lower the
Oh.
How's it going?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulse.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends.
Harbi adamın onuru gitti az önce.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter.
I'm getting a
Shame. You were. Whoa! Allergic reaction. We can't.
Huh? Well, are you.
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children.
Is something the
candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper called. In fact, I think we had some former Frostmoon Scions join.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to.
No.
Wow. No.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that low.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people.
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Reikir of Solnari, it seemed like she exhausted.
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she did.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbine.
Yep, you bet.
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it all what? Is that really all there is? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day.
Then allow me to try.
Huh?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional.
Great! Cool. All right, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure that.
Then my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives.
I'm ready as well.
Hadi şu Columbine'yi kurtaralım artık ya. Ben
The
gülemiyorum
work
şu an.
is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Aha geçit açıldı.
So that's what all this is about.
Come, let us enter.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. It has been 3 days. Can I really hope?
Hadi ya. Ah, hiç komik değil kanka ama yani.
Are these people?
Judging by their clothes,
That could mean they have some clues about the moon goddess's name, right? Hey there! Could you tell us what the moon goddess's name is?
Ya gelmesen daha iyi olur. Hikayeyi oynuyorum. Dikkat dağılmasın.
Sorry, that's probably a weird question, huh? How do we explain
The moons are long gone, and their goddesses are dead. Their names no longer mean anything. When a new moon goddess is born, we have used every last resource.
Were the people of the past all this devout?
Surely the new moon goddess he speaks of must be Columbina.
Hocam ama o komik. Sen kendi
Alas,
şeyine gülüyorsun. Ama
Kuthar's
bu vallahi
birth
komik
came
değil.
long after the age in which he lived. True. Keep an eye out. We should be able to tell which era they're from by the clothes they wear.
Yeah, you've been pretty talkative this whole time.
oh, nothing. I'm fine. You all make. When the Hyperboreans speak of moon goddesses, they mean the 3 from truly ancient times. I can't imagine they would know anything about our current moon goddess. There once was a time when the moon goddesses blessed them greatly and protected them from harm. So, when the war between the gods and dragons plunged the world into chaos, it seems they looked once more to the moons for help.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's continue on. Who knows what else?
There's a door blocking this path.
Not a problem. Try this.
Bu dünyayı daha çok şey yapan ejderler olabilir galiba.
How did that door suddenly collapse?
Ejderler bu
Device is
dünyanın ağzına
maintaining the door's
sıçmış.
integrity. Remove the core, and the device stops working.
Is this our destination?
Impressive.
More precisely, this is a device that will help us reach our destination. Let's go. We still have a long distance to cover.
Cihaz mı? Şu an burada Columbi'nin hayatını kurtarıyoruz. O yüzden yani pek komik gibi gelmiyor bana.
The way ahead is blocked by broken rocks. Oh.
Let's try that device again. Remember the door from earlier?
So it works in reverse too.
The humans we see are all fancy.
Ha.
But the monks are real. What a fascinating place.
There'll be plenty of time.
Ona ben de gülüyorum. Direkt yeni göreve geçti ya. Ona
Ring cutter.
Ooh, there's a whole bunch
neye
of
girdiğini ben anlamadım ki orada.
Maybe see.
Ne oldu?
Hmm.
Benim DC'de açamazsın. Öyle bir yetki yok o yüzden.
To understand these murals
Herhangi bir
requires
oda
some
açma
knowledge of
yetkisi
the
yok.
history surrounding the War of Funerary Flame.
Ha,
I heard it.
anladım.
Yes.
Ya chatte
I
biraz
think I
sohbet
follow.
etmen
A
lazım.
dispute
Pat
between
çat
the
çürt
Moon
falan bir
Sisters.
şeylerle
A
sohbet et ya.
transformation. Oh no, it's no trouble.
Boş muhabbet
Maybe
yap.
so.
10
Let me
seviye
share
oluyorsun ya
with you again.
açabiliyorsun.
Tevat's three moons and their goddesses were brought into being by the will
Çok
of
uzun sürmüyor
Nibelung,
ya.
the then ruler of Tevat. But when the heavenly principles came, the moon goddesses were nowhere near strong enough to challenge this entity.
Bak,
The heavenly
bir
principles
tanesini
did not
görüyoruz
view them
ha.
as heretical entities that had to be removed.
Maddi değillerdi fakat sen onları ortadan kaldırması gerekiyor. Rabbim varlıklar olarak görmedi.
Essentially, the three moons existed to keep this planet
Bak görüyor
alive and
musun?
operational.
Şeyleri
Which did not
gösteriyor.
directly conflict with the heavenly principles' aims. Nevertheless, the inherent precariousness of this arrangement would soon be revealed.
Nibelung returned. Yes.
He did, and thus began the War of Funerary Flame, a battle for dominance between Nibelung and the heavenly principles.
Aa, hikayeyi şimdi anladım.
Discord would soon emerge between the three Moon Sisters. One would voice the opinion that they should follow Nibelung, for it was he who first. Another would argue that taking sides in the conflict would only bring the world close, especially since their creator had returned, bearing the perilous power of the abyss. Nibelung would eventually discover their disloyalty. He had all three imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight.
What?
Yes. The very moons that had once defended the planet became instruments of. And although the heavenly principles and the three Moon Sisters had once been at peace, it now seemed that it is possible that the heavenly principles did not know of the goddess's imprisonment. If so, the weaponization of the moons would surely, regardless of who knew what, when. The heavenly principles shattered two moons and flung the other beyond the skies.
Ayda.
Whether the goddesses managed to escape Nibelung's captivity after his fall, nobody knows. But this much is certain. From that day on, the moons no longer belonged to Tevat. The rejections slowly drained their power until eventually.
So that's the.
You say the moon ceased belonging to Tevat from then on. Why then would.
That is perhaps due to the lingering connection between the frost moon, which was not shattered, and this world. You could see it as the three sisters' dying wish. They never desired war. All they ever wished for was to protect this land. I see.
If the final fate of the three goddesses is as you say, then Columbina faces the same. Our investigation has yet to bear fruit.
Yeah, you're right.
Abi hikaye daha çok oturdu. Oğlum bu belki hatırlarsın, sen şeyi izledin mi? Ateş Arkonu ejderi yeniyor. O ejder bu ejder işte. O ejder bu ejder işte. Elindeki silahlar da bu. 3 ay kardeşler. Hocam ben birazdan yayını kapatacağım, sonra tekrar açacağım. İşlerim var. Sonraki şeyde anlatırım, sonraki yayın saatinde. Her şeyin başlatan ejder oymuş yani. Tamam. Hocam ben burada bırakıyorum. Aman. Sinematiğe geçti ya.
We're finally here!
Indeed. I was a little worried about that at first, but as we got closer, the only issue is how to activate it.
What about the cores from some of the other devices we've seen?
In all likelihood, yes. I imagine that would have been the hyper.
Bir, iki, üç çekirdek de yok olmuş. Neye yaradığını bilmiyorum. Neyse burada bırakıyorum abi. Bir saat artık, bir saat mi 2 saat sonra görüşürüz genelde. Görüşmek dileğiyle.